Hello and welcome back to day 4 of the Tradesmith series. This is going to be a really nice, clean breakout trade that got a really good reward for me. So I'll show you what it looked like. At the time that I posted this, I was still trailing. I did submit for the day. So at the time that you're seeing this, you will see this $7,743.90. That is not what I ended up actually making on it. As you guys can see in the description here, I did update it because my trade did close out at 7R because I was trailing slightly behind there. I ended up making about $7,000 for this day on this trade. Into the actual setup though. If you watched yesterday's video, I talked a little bit about when not to get into a trade and when I would or would not consider a breakout valid. I am showing you a bit of a early entry in a counter trend trade. If you watched the day 1 through 3, then you know that the market had been bearish. You can see that over here. And then what was happening is the market consolidates overnight. Usually that happens between that Tokyo and London session time anyhow, but structure was starting to shift a bit. And what I mean by that is that we did not create a new lower low. We just consolidated in there. Then the market comes and pokes above and breaks out during the opening time for me, for New York opening. Having just the breakout alone isn't enough for me to confirm an entry when we're going against the trend. In this case, our immediate trend was bearish, and we would be going against that if we took that buy that breaks out above it, even though it is breaking out and the happy face is upright for a bullish entry. That is not enough for me to get in because we would be counter trend trading that. What I wanted to see was the retest and then the continuation of the breakout. And that is what happens here, like about an hour or so later, you get that continuation. That is what I needed to see. I wanted to see structure changing at least twice. So what I mean by that is that we have our low down here in this area, and then the market comes up and our low forms here, but it does not make a new lower low. It never breaks the zone. And then it comes up, creates a new higher high. And then our new low is here at this level. And then we obviously are pushing up and creating another higher high. That would be a valid entry for me because I now have two different levels showing me that there is more pressure and momentum heading towards the bullish side. So on that breakout and that retest of it with the continuation of bullish pressure candle, which is the one where I entered on, that is enough for me to then say I'm going to enter into this trade. I'm on the 15-minute showing you that here, but I do drop to the lower time frames to try and get into the better entries if I'm sitting at the computer watching it. But if you weren't and you just had like an alert set or something like that to just break this level and you got in at the close of the candle, this would have been a valid entry as well. You have your breakout, your retest of your zone, and your most recent smiley face is a bullish smiley face. Those confluences lead to entering into the trade here. And then the stop loss, because we did have the retest, I was able to go a little tighter with, which was really nice. I was able to get a really good trade here. Typically when I am counter trend trading, I've explained this before in the previous videos, I will only target a 1R. So you can see at this yellow line here, I did it a 1R at that point, beyond a little bit of a 1R, and I was able to secure the trade. Did wait for that candle to close because it was still in the first candle that I got that 1R very quickly. And I would have moved the trade just around this point and secured it so that way I would not be able to lose anything on the trade and make like a tiny bit of profit even if it had come back. But I was pretty fortunate this day and the momentum and volume was in my favor, and it really just kind of went straight up for majority of the day. And yeah, I was just trailing it along. Once I get around a 2 to 2.5, then I will secure the trade again. And I just kind of keep trailing behind the market using like the little levels and structure that it's creating. As you can see, these little areas that I've kind of marked here, I moved my stop loss after I was at break even. I moved it just slightly under that level, and that allowed the trade to run again. I was just doing that over and over again until I hit my 7R. So I did end up getting a 7R on this trade, and that is how that trade played out for me. just to understand the levels that I do have written here, when I have a like target 1, 2, 3, those were just goals I kind of set in my head for where do I think it will go. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm doing anything massive at those levels. I'm really using the structure it's forming along the way to trail behind. But I do set alerts. I've talked about this a lot. What I'll do is I'll come over to the price in those areas and I'll set an alert just kind of like around that area. You actually can see them screenshotted on here. So for target 2, you can see I have an alert set. That's what these dotted lines are. I have an alert set there, and that's so that way as the market approaches that area, I'll get an alert, and that way I know I'm near my target 2. I probably want to peek back and see if I can maybe trail a little bit more and secure some more profit along the way. So that's what I do as the trades are running. And my advice is set these price alerts when you can and just set bare minimum price alerts too. Because if you're a fiddler like me, if you're constantly getting alerts, you're going to stare all the time. But I try to set 1 to 3, like 1, 2, or 3 of them. And once it would hit maybe 3, then, I would restart all over, setting the alerts up higher and trailing all behind. But I really try to limit the amount of possibilities I would have to fill or touch my trades. And I don't like to be tempted. So I just set the alerts and then I keep myself busy doing something else, not staring at my trades too much. Okay, so just so you can see how that trade did officially close out, the following day that I do trade, because that trade was on the 5th that I was just showing you, I will show you what the screenshot of the account is looking like overall. This is the 7th, just to be clear. So you're going to see one trade underneath. We'll talk about that tomorrow, but just so you can see what the official profit ended up closing out like for that day, because at the time I posted that, I had let it just run and trail because I was done for the day and was walking away, and I needed to submit my trade for Profit League. But the following day, you are able to see what that closed out with on my account. So that's how I was able to make 7R on this account with this breakout and retest trade. I will see you back here for day 5.